We live in a multicultural society. However, the unfortunate fact is that not everyone has the same access in regards to using their voice. Diversity and inclusion has become a major theme in social media, as media provides many opportunities to educate society on issues relating to diverse communities. Personally, I follow many pages and profiles that advocate for diversity and inclusion. Many celebrities utilize their platform to influence people's knowledge about diversity. I find that when I see people from diverse communities discussing issues related to their community, I'm more likely to view that content than if they were performed or presented by a person not from that community. It is for this reason that I've selected diversity, voice, and listening in the public sphere as my key concept for this project. I'm specifically interested in the voices of Indigenous people in Australia, given that there is a long history of discrimination towards Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. I follow figures such as Adam Goodes and Senator Briggs on Instagram, both being key figures of Indigenous advocacy. I wonder whether Indigenous people are given the same opportunities to speak out on social media platforms in today's society as white people. The question I'll be discussing in my project is, to what extent do Indigenous people have a voice in the public sphere through social media? I plan to write an essay in response to this question, utilising scholarly pieces. In particular, 2 articles by Waller, Dreyer and McCallum. The first being The Listening Key, Unlocking the Democratic Potential of Indigenous Participatory Media. And the second, Indigenous Voices in the Mediatised Policymaking in the Digital Age, as well as Friedman's article, Power Shifts and Social Media. With these articles, I'll be able to analyse specific examples of Indigenous people's voice in the media and evaluate their effectiveness in reaching audiences, not only for Indigenous Australians, but in contemporary mainstream media in the public sphere. I also aim to discuss the impact of the key Indigenous figures I mentioned before, Adam Goodes and Senator Briggs. The two are quite opposite with their social media use. Senator Briggs, a rapper, is active on Instagram and Twitter, consistently presenting information on Indigenous advocacy, whereas Adam Goodes rarely makes posts, which could be a result of past treatment of him after using his voice in the media to call out discrimination. I'm excited to research this issue, and I predict that Indigenous people are not provided a large opportunity to use their voice in the public sphere through social media.